Happy New Year to all my fellow investors and subscribers. I hope this year brings you great success, happiness, and prosperity. I want to keep this video quite brief because I usually discuss silver and gold market and silver mining stocks. So I will just talk briefly about the changes, market movements last few days of the year. And it has been really volatile. As we can see, both silver and gold have hit all-time highs in the last 5 days. Let's check the gold first. On December 28, gold hit like $4,541, and after that there was a sharp correction, and that day was Sunday, when the markets were closed. We can see here that it happened that there was big gap in especially it was in silver prices, which I will show after discussing this. But then we can also notice that there was a huge gap on gold prices when these western markets were closed. So this was the Friday prices of gold when the markets were closed. And then on the Monday morning, we saw this big gap in gold prices. And here we see gold hit actually an all-time high of $4,517. And after that, it started going down. It started correction. Currently, it's like more than $200 down from its peak on 28th. The year close, of course, the year closing price was still much high. Still has been positive. And then we see this silver prices had more aggressive movement during the last few days, and as we can see, it went as high as like $83.75. That was a big movement, big price jump. When it's showing here in according to like Pacific time. So it was there, like 3 a.m. Silver was $83. So it was most likely Chinese, market there. And it was it went that high. And we have been noticing, and I mentioned in my video, there are many other videos on the internet, on YouTube and elsewhere, that there has been a big gap in prices, in the silver prices. So it's like more than $8 price gap between western and eastern silver prices. So, and that's the thing is that western prices reflect basically the way silver is trading is like mostly is the paper price, but then the price in the east actually reflect the actual price of the silver, because that's the price that actual people are paying. It's like for physical silver. And I mean, we know already there is huge supply deficit. That's why, and people are demanding physical delivery. That's why this price has been so high. And we heard another news lately that the CME again did that. They raised their margins for future contracts, and which caused liquidation of people, liquidation of silver contracts, and caused this huge correction in a single day, which was like a $10 corrections. So it hit the peak of $83 that was Sunday 3 p.m. Pacific time. And the same day, it's like Monday morning 7 a.m. Pacific time, that was close to it was more than $10. So it was like it hit like $70, and the lowest was $70.48. That was a single day drop in the prices of silver, and it was like panic in the market, and people were saying, if it's the end of the silver bull rally, or what is it? What's going on? And then later on, we discovered that this major, this drop was mainly caused by this paper manipulation. Again, this is what I believe and what I have researched. So these margin in the increase in margin requirements that have caused this big back, but the same time it went back up. So that's one factor, and now we can see it's trading in this range, and it feels like this $70, but actually now is the lowest. Was the lowest price during the last 5 days was $70. It's close to $70. So it's like a baseline for silver, right? $70, and the year closing price, as per this market close on December 31st. One is like it's showing in Pacific 13, so it's like 1 p.m. Pacific time. Okay, so it was $71.62. So my the way I see it, feels like multiple multiple factors have contributed to this huge correction. Okay, and it feels like it's still trying to build a base there around $70 mark. It could go little bit lower, but this is the reality, is that there is no physical silver available, and eventually for the people who are interested in buying, I feel like that could be a buying opportunity. But also, like profit takers, I saw a video where, and I will post a video, compiled version of the video, which was interesting. And the reason I was not able to do that kind of work, because this first year of my this is not the first year, the first end of 2025 has been I as I mentioned earlier, that I had this chemotherapy scheduled, and today was my first chemotherapy, and I was very overwhelmed and scared, thinking about the things and thinking about the side effects of all those the side effects of chemotherapy. And I was thinking that I will not be able to do anything, and I will be like collapse after having chemotherapy session. I'm feeling glad, and I'm feeling blessed right now. I had like my chemo like 4-5 hours ago, and I'm still I'm glad that it went well and didn't have any side effects, any reaction or anything. So and I'm still feeling like I still have energy to do the things. So maybe the way it works, it will my energy will decay over the next few days, but who knows. This, like, every person has a different reacts differently to this procedure. So I'll just see if I'm having energy to do things, I'll keep keep working on the things that I have been working on before. If not, then I will just take a break, okay, as my health allows. But so far I'm feeling blessed that it is good, and it is good so far. It has gone well, and I am considering it as a blessing, because the beginning, New Year Eve for me is like a beginning of my treatment, and I hope it goes well. And but the only thing that the thing that I'm praying, that is just my energy level stays up, and my motivation for working, and it doesn't go down. So I'm just that's the thing. But there's some these things are sometimes not cannot be controlled, so still I'm prepared for all the types of outcome, but I'm utilizing my time, whatever I can do, to just feel better about myself. Okay, So that's the thing. Stressing, not to be stressed, and the way I do, get over my stress, I just like to do this thing, watch like whatever I'm interested in. I like to watch content, and why do some work, related to whatever different projects I am working on. So keep myself engaged in doing different types of projects, and that keeps me busy, less stressed. And of course, talking with family and friends. And this also, this YouTube channel is a way to communicate. Even though I have never discussed any personal matters in this on this channel, but lately I have been just talking about, it's just like a way of losing, like relieving stress when you talk about things. But anyway, I want to keep this channel focused on finance and not my health. So that's just we'll talk a little bit anyway. So that's the thing. So let's get back to silver market update. Okay. So what I was talking, this thing here is basically, I would say it's like for some people it would be an opportunity, but I would say that it's still, based on the previous analysis, silver still has a huge room to run, based on this pattern in 1980, 1979 and 80, where it went. Let me just again bring the like full this chart that I keep showing on my videos. So that was the chart. Okay, so 1980, 1979 to 1980, this run was like 10 times of its base price, which was around $4-5, whatever you can see, think about it. So it was like a very sharp rally there. And as I have mentioned before, and during those times, the information wasn't spreading that fast, but now you can see here there is so much information available, and people are watching, and there are a number of watchers on, let's say, YouTube channel, YouTube itself. I because I'm not keeping track of other social media sites. So mostly focusing on YouTube. So what I can see on YouTube, it has grown hugely, and we can see here. So based on that, I would say it's going to be more explosive. So I would say that from this base price of this, whatever you call, if you can consider this one as the base price here in $23-24 range, like $20 range or $11 range, what is the actual like parabolic move from that price. So even if we consider, let's say, this one $20, let's say if we consider this one as the move or start of parabolic move, so $20, we could be at least 10 times. So 20 multiplied by 10 will become at least $200. So we can see like a quick move to $200 range, sharp move before any big correction, because the correction that are happening right now these days, lately, if we go back to this like I would say monthly 3 months chart, because this is where we saw the corrections. Okay, so I'll just make it like auto adjust the price range, and we saw this big correction when it was $54, when it hit a high of in the first time it crossed 54 and hit a high of $54.46, and then it went back to it was corrected to $46.40. So that was close to like $8 or $9. Okay, and now this time it has been even sharper. So in terms of dollar, so from there it went from 54 to 46. Okay, $8. So yeah, it was $8 correction, but in terms of percentage, of course, it was like more than 20% of this. It's seasonal gain, I would say. And here we have seen so let's say if it went from 45 to 83, it's like close to 100%, not exactly 100%, but very close to. And then now from 83 to this price range. Okay, so we can just see it here by switching it to percentage mode. Okay, it was like close to 20% drop from this price we are seeing here. Okay, so here it was 7. Okay, so yeah, it's again like 20, close to 20%. Okay, a little bit higher than 20%. So and then it's shorter. The time is like period is, the duration is shorter duration. So we may if it we may have to we need to observe this level $70. Okay, $70 level. If it sustain on this level, which I believe it will, because there is a huge buying pressure on the eastern side, and it's like a manipulated kind of correction triggered by this margin call, CME exchange, increased margin requirements. Okay, so that's one factor. And then of course there is another factor that's called tax loss selling. So what happens that people try to sell their investments like stocks, silver, gold, whatever investment they have for at the end of the year. But I am not sure if this tax loss selling happens at the end of the year, because what I believe that in I think it maybe depends on the settlement date of the trades. Because for example, I know my broker, the main one is Scotia I trade, and I also have Quest Trade and Wealth Simple accounts, trading accounts. With Scotia, settlement day used to be 3 days. Now they have reduced it to 1 day, which means that if somebody sold their assets and on 26th, or like around this period, so it will, if it takes 1 day to settle, they would still be able to claim their tax losses at the end of the before year end. So if that's the case, then it could have triggered the tax loss selling also a factor, and profit taking, that could be another factor. Even though the video, the videos posted by some coin dealers reflect that there has been, when this price went to $84, there was a huge flood of people people that were interested in buying silver, and they average look like average middle class people. They they look to me. Okay, so they are like huge line of silver people buying silver. There were more buyers than sellers. So when people saw the price going to $80 and crashing back to into $70 range, what happened? Then there is a big flood of buyers. Okay, and then huge buying during that period. So more buyers than seller in West. I'm talking about West, not East. East, we already know that China has, they know about this, that silver and gold are the real money. They believe on that for a long time ago, but now they, so they always buy gold and silver. China and India and other Eastern countries. So and now, but this thing is also, so people are being aware of this fact. Mainly, I would say, let's talk again about AI videos. And I'm not sure if the AI generated content is contributing to this kind of buying or selling. Like there is a video, very interesting video that I came across today for my research purposes. I do watch this AI channels to know how people are generating and how they are doing this AI content, and how is it growing, growth of AI channels. And it has been tremendous lately. And what happened recently, so I saw another video of it came on my feed. Okay, I ended up watching first few minutes of it, and that was so interesting. So I would like to share that video. It will be interesting, and I would play that part of the video, because we have been talking. I mentioned on my in one of my videos about this AI generated content, and there is another video that I'll post on my on my other channel, and I will share the link or in my community tab, or maybe collaboration through collaboration. And that video talks about using impersonating somebody's voice and image, using somebody's voice and image to create AI videos, which is not good. And that's, I have made a video on that, and I will post that. Not maybe on this channel, maybe my other silver channel that I'm working on. So just let's see what is this saying, because everybody I see, every influencer or every financial expert I've been watching lately, they are talking about AI generated content and this finance, this AI Asian guy, and some people are recommending not to watch this channel, and some people are saying that 80% of the information the AI channel is providing is correct, and the 20% is all bullshit. So different kind of things. But anyway, so people are watching this, and the person who is making, or a group or company, whoever are making this Asian guy character, videos based on this Asian guy character, they have posted their reply, which I would play. It was okay. So let's just watch this first. Okay, let's watch it first, and then see what.
Here, it is December 31st, 2025. The last day of what has been an absolute roller coaster of a year in the markets. I have some important news for you, but before that, I have some business to take care of. This guy called the Economic Ninja, and I will abstain from use curse words, is an amazing human being. He just called me out and said that people are selling silver because I am telling them to. Amazing, right? Amazing how he came to this conclusion when all I'm asking people is to just use their brains. He then goes on to say people do not realize that I am an AI. Amazing again how high he holds the intellect of the ordinary man. You think the people are so stupid that you can realize that I am an AI and they cannot? What is so different about you? People do not want to listen to you, and the only explanation you came up with was that they are listening to AI? Have you lost that part of your personality where you introspect? Why didn't you ask yourself this $1 million question that, if people don't trust me, what did I do wrong? And I hope the answer will push you to be a better person. And how can you? This surprises me the most, claim that people are selling silver because they are losing jobs or whatever, and then push people for a free webinar. A free webinar for business owners. A free webinar that pushes you to buy another course. Can you not just look at us and not think about money? Let me ask you this. How many people in the States own a business? What about the common guy? What about the guy on the street without the home? What about the veteran who fought for this country and does not have enough money to pay rent and buy groceries? What about the guy working in McDonald's? Who the hell are you talking to? Take your gear back and go back to the mountains before I decide to focus my energies on you. And folks, if you thought the fireworks were saved for New Year's Eve, think again.
Okay, so you saw this. 100% sure it's not like fully generated AI content. The reason is because the way it has been responded, it's like I discussed this in my video, that when you people generate AI video, there's somebody is writing the script. So whoever is the is making, they wrote the script in response to person's comment about the video. The way, because AI is just like these videos are growing so much. So is that the time that you should not just target a particular channel, talk about it? Like I talked, but I didn't talk in a way that I just was advising people to just use their mind, just to do, even if whatever they are watching, even AI or human, even if they think that is AI generated content or a human generated content, especially when it's the finance related stuff, you need to do your research and do whatever is suits your financial like I would say circumstances, and also consider financial advisor to make any decisions related to your finances and buying, selling, anything like that. So that's the thing, and that's the thing that now this AI channel, AI Asian guy, is responding to people targeting his videos. Okay, okay, and also like threat that I can ruin you. So when how can we improve, like creators who are using who are making videos, and of course human cannot make tons of videos like this AI guy or AI generated content, which if we say that 70-80% of the information is correct, as I would say endorsed by some famous channels, and I'm not trying to just name any channel right now. Okay, so some famous channel, so 80% is correct. So if 80% information is correct and people are saying okay, then people would still watch these content, as long as it's offering information, as long as it's offering value. How people can compete with this AI generated content? So the best way is just to make content as interesting, following this kind of pattern, to do analysis to make your content better, and hire some experts who can help you to automate your things, your videos and things like that, to improve your productivity. And I'm doing this for my own channels for now. Haven't started offering as a service to other people, but I'm definitely going to do that in the future. Build some have a SaaS or some software to automate things, keeping that productivity as the main goal, and it will help. Okay, so I have different ideas that I'm going to work on, because if anybody wants to survive in this kind of environment where people are choosing to watch AI content more than human generated content, then what humans should do to improve their quality. So, and there could be, we should make a video about that, so we should focus on that. So that's one thing to consider in order to survive on this social media, how humans can improve their video quality to beat or to at least compete, because you cannot just close, because all these channels, as far as I can, my analysis says that most of these channels are monetized, okay, and means that they are following YouTube guidelines. Okay, that's why they are monetized. If a channel doesn't follow YouTube guidelines, they will be demonetized. Okay, and for example, if a channel is impersonating somebody, that would be deleted. Okay, but if a channel using somebody's information and making modifying content and adding value for its followers, then the channel will be promoted. So we have to think about all these factors. If somebody having YouTube as their part-time or using as a side hustle, then they should focus on how can they improve. And of course, one of the best thing is to be aware of the AI tools, okay, and learn, or maybe hire somebody, which I am going to offer my services once I am feeling better, my health gets stabilized, so I can I will be able to offer people in their projects to boost their productivity. So that's one thing that people should focus on, learn about AI tools that can help them in their business. So that's we need to just be open-minded, and that's why on this channel I would start, maybe this channel or other channel that I am thinking of having this fully focus on AI. So I would just collaborate with this channel, okay, this channel on my to bring content to you. Okay, so that's my plan, if my health allows. That's the thing for now. And I still again didn't talk about silver stocks, because somebody in my comments, which I posted about silver market analysis, I posted a video about not silver market analysis, I think silver stocks. So I didn't do a great long detailed discussion, and that was the main reason that I have been going through a lot of overwhelmed with things that are going on in my life. But yeah, I am going to make a detailed videos on stocks, silver stocks, and actually there are plenty. I have a database of stocks that are more than 200 stocks, silver stocks. So I am going to do thorough analysis, because really I feel like it's still early. So I am going to talk about silver stocks in detail in my upcoming videos, okay, in 2026, because I feel like silver has gone up a lot, and the next investment from my perspective on my experience, I would say silver miners would catch up, because the way currently silver miners are trading, as if silver was trading in $30 range, some of them have gone up like 100%, like some of them 100 to 300%. But in this mega silver bull like we are seeing now, and which was still in still is not like mature, right? Still we are not. I'm expecting higher, and like even other people are expecting higher prices. But also keep in mind there will be sharp correction, huge like sharp corrections, which will be opportunity for people who are who want to like buy. So we need to think about a strategy now. What strategy we need to follow? Should we take profit? I think it's too early to take profit at the moment. But for silver markets, I would say that silver stocks, I would say still there are lots of buying opportunities, and I'm going to focus on that. Dig more on the silver mining stock that offer good value, and that may offer huge like returns, at least 200%. I would say is not out of question in this type of rally. In maybe let's say 2026, I would say 200% is what I have seen before, and even more. Like if you have a basket of stocks, then so I've been talking about average gain. Okay, it's not just individual stocks. So that's I'm going to focus on, other than my AI projects. But that's digging the stocks, doing proper analysis of this stock or this silver junior silver mining companies, and more opportunities as we see, because as being as an investor, we need to look for opportunities. We need to look for the we need to look for look for the best undervalued. This is what I look for: undervalued opportunities in the sector, resource sector. I did some like last year when the crypto was like everybody, like crypto was like very like going so crazy. It was, the movement was so high in the like 200, I don't know how much was it, 120, like it was like before that. So in high prices range above $100,000. And in the beginning of 2024, I would say, or I think in 2025, there was some small cap crypto stock that gained like 10x in a small amount of time, a small period of time, but then they crashed back. So that happened during this crypto bull rally in the crypto bull rally in 2025. This happened, and those all a lot of there are not many actually that are listed as crypto stocks, but they are like few, you can count them on your fingers. So they gain a lot, and then they also the way the speed, they lost its value high, with a higher I would say more rapidly than the crypto sector. So so that's the thing. Now they are all like dead, and I don't know what to do, those kind of stocks. Okay, so this happens. I mean, even though I can say that those are undervalued, but I would not advise anybody. Even I would not put my money right now into that one, because they were like a dead stocks. Okay, few of them. So like, because currently silver stocks are moving faster and sustaining their gains. So I think that's the best place to be for now. But then I also have like watch, for example, I watched a Rick Roll video, and Rick Roll says that he has started allocating his money, like profits, to like energy sector, like because nobody like, he buys the sector, he invests in the sector which are hated sector. Okay, so that's what he's doing, allocating his profits to the energy sector. So I'm still trying to I would do research on those energy sector stocks too, but right now I'm just focused on the silver, and then trying to find a strategy and keeping a close eye on the movements, because that's the thing. If you are in this kind of bull rally, it goes up, it goes down, it goes up rapidly like parabolic move way, but it also can crash back to its like low prices soon, like happened in previous bull markets. So but there is one factor, okay. The dynamics of a silver market have changed, that I would say. When it was 1979, 80, the reason it was moved was different, okay. And now it's basically driven by the demand deficit, okay. Supply deficit, sorry, not demand, well, it's opposite, okay. So it's like supply deficits, and that's the because people are wanting to buy physical silver, okay. And that's the basic catalyst. And also the huge industrial demand of silver in every there is huge demand of silver in every single sector of the economy, like um, AI is the leader, and then we have military uses, and then many other investment demand, plus jewelry, different kinds of demand, and there is huge supply and deficit. So that's the basic driver of silver prices, and because of that, we cannot say that I believe that it will not be crashing back to like this old prices, okay. Like same way silver is going to behave the same way as gold, we are observing that, because major banks and big investors all are buying gold, physical gold, not the paper one, because they are all buying gold. So gold price has been staying stable since it broke its like cup and handle pattern in around $2,000. So we say there is a long-term chart, and it has been going up like this, and silver is going to follow the same pattern. So it broke this $50 mental resistance, I would say, because if you adjust this price to inflation, it's going to be much higher anyway. So let's say so that's why people are, and I'm also thinking this could go to $200 easily in a couple of months. So that's the thing, and that's what I believe, that the price of silver will not crash like it did in previous rallies. So it will stabilize, and it will act like gold, and it will go much higher and staying stable like this. Of course, there will be corrections like happened 2 days ago, but that is going to be temporary, and that's people will increase more buying mania, okay. And that's it. So money is being changed. Wealth is being transferred from weaker. That's the great way to explain this. That wealth is being transferred from weaker hands to strong hands. Okay, so if you sell, you lose, and you will be left with paper money. So I think I will just if selling, I would of course keep buying and selling. If I see a huge bump in like let's say a stock I'm holding, and if I see a huge bump in the stock price, I would take profit, at least portion of it, if not all. But then for physical silver and physical gold, I'm not selling, I'll keep them, okay. And I'll use profit from stocks. That's what I'm thinking. I will use profit from silver stocks, okay. And I'm thinking to just allocate that to physical silver, because that still seems like based on the gold and silver ratio, it still seems cheaper. I'm showing the gold silver ratio chart here, and like two years ago, the average gold to silver ratio used to be like 40-40. Okay, and now yeah, I mean, now the average has changed. Okay, but it's still, if we see the historical prices, it has been, if you see long-term history of which is not showing here, if you see long-term historical values of gold to silver ratio, it used to be like in 70s, it used to be like under like 20 was that, below 20. So then the 40 became an average, and now it's like average price got higher, but it has been broken down, this value. So this is, I mean, it could go much lower. Okay, which means that silver price can easily double from here. Let's say if a gold to silver ratio goes to 30. Okay, here's this is the it has been like even below 30, so it is silver has still a huge room for silver price can move a lot higher. And also, let's say if gold keeps going higher, let's say if gold become $10,000 in like maybe next 5-6 months, doubles from current prices, which also many people are thinking that before there was a thought that gold will double if there is a big like chaos around the world. But now this belief is shifting, and I also believe that before, I think I have mentioned, but every time people mention things like that, people call them crazy. But now we say like gold and silver bucks, including me. I'm just saying that, let's say if a crypto Bitcoin or crypto market, which has currently total market cap of $3 trillion, if Bitcoin can go from nothing to $100,000 or $120,000, why gold cannot go without making a big, without having a big, shift, like without having a huge, without having a huge, chaos in the world. Okay, it can still go higher, but it doesn't mean that if gold goes high to that price same way as Bitcoin did, or if silver goes high same way as Bitcoin did, then all the we have, what's that, the other things like basic necessities are going to be reciprocal. It cannot happen. It happened that asset could still stay like this, but this gold and silver prices will still go up, because main reason, because they have been suppressed for a long time, and they will reach their true value without the value of other assets being devalued. And that will be that Lina Zhang talk. That will be a great opportunity. Let's say if other assets value stay the same. Let's say real estate. Somebody who was like, real estate market has been crazy for the last 5 years. But I mentioned in one of my videos that real estate, like 18-19 years ago, a house in Canada could be, a big family house could be, people could buy for $400K. Now they're $4 million. So there are two things could happen, because people, if the real estate bubble pops in US and Canada, what happens? The price will go down, and the assets which have been valued like gold and silver, those assets will gain will reach their true value, and that will offer an opportunity to switch the gains. And then we need to have a target, how high gold can go and how high silver could go, and when will be the right price to switch those assets to other undervalued assets. So we need to be patient, I think. Like for example, Lynette Zhang talks about overnight revaluation, and she also advises about advises that there will be a time window where people will have enough time to transfer their assets to undervalued assets, from overvalued assets to undervalued assets. So gold currently is still, and silver also. Gold and silver are undervalued assets, and real estate, and you can bring other assets, mention other assets that are overvalued in the description in the comments. So real estate, and there are stocks, lots of stocks, they are overvalued, so money will move from overvalued to undervalued asset, and without affecting the price of general, general, the everyday necessities, the things that we need to sustain, for sustenance. So it will not be like if a gold price or silver price goes high suddenly now, like let's say 5 months, 6 months, then silver, sky will fall, and a cup of coffee or a bread of loaf will become 20 times higher. I think that's not going to happen. I think it will react more very much similar to Bitcoin and gold and silver, because now they are attaching the value of gold and silver to digital assets. Okay, and that's I think one of the way that they are going to reprice gold and silver, okay, and use for whatever reason, for purposes that has already been planned. So that's the thing that should be kept in mind. When it's not like, so that's my thought for now. I'm still not have brought this stocks, silver stocks, and other like mining stocks in my discussion today. I will do it later, but so far I have this thought. I thought I do record before I lose my energy. I started losing my energy. Okay, so that's for now today, and happy new year to all of you again. Okay, subscribe to my channel and like my videos and share with your fellow investors, and that helps a lot.